All right, what's up, good folks? Today I will be reviewing Pacific Rim Uprising Obsidian Fury. Now I do have in my possession all 6 of these Jaegers, Gypsy Avenger, Titan Redeemer, Bracer Phoenix, Saber Athena, and of course Guardian Bravo. But I'm starting my line of reviews with this one, Obsidian Fury. This one was, if you haven't seen the movie, a shock to me, because when I seen the movie, you know what, I'm not even going to give any spoilers away. That's not my style. But this is definitely a dope fig. I was surprised how he came out in the movie and who he was. But just to give you a view of the box, the top of the box looks like this. Side of the box looks like this, has the Obsidian Fury. He also, each one has their Pacific logo right here at the top. The other side of the box looks like this here. Back of the box here. And of course, the bottom of the box. They really nailed the box, all 5, 6, 7, 8 sides of the box. It's filled with something. The reason why I show boxes in my reviews is because I know everybody does not take their figures out the box. Some people actually collect for the figures themselves in the box and the box themselves. So I like to show in the box what you're getting, so on and so forth. But this is the review of the figure, not the box. So let's bust this bad boy open and see what it's really about. All right, now here we go. Obsidian Fury, fresh out of the packaging, and first thoughts, I think it looks great. Poseability definitely there to give you guys a closer look of this awesome looking Jaeger, in my opinion. So just to look at the paint, looks really good. The details, the line work that they showed in there, or they have in here, is looking great. Loving the, I mean, it's just a matte black finish, but at the same time, it's looking good. It's looking just like the movie. Not just completely like the movie. Obviously, you would need a little bit of wearing on it, but at the same time, they did an excellent job. Looking at the bottom of the feet here, you do have a what is that type of marking or warnings or copyright where it's made. I don't know if that's showing up. Basically saying it's made in China, but the bot looks great. The Jaeger looks great. I have no issues with it. For the face, looks like this here. It's looking good there. And then the back side, you see the nice detail work of the spinal column right here. That's looking nice. Not bad. Got the inner workings of the gears and the inside of the thighs there. It's not bad. Bandai did a pretty decent job with these figures here. I gotta say, I am pleased with my purchase. But here we go as far as articulation, starting with the head. Now he can look down just this much, up that much. He does have a side tilt here. Can tilt to the side like that there. Also the shoulders, we do have this shoulder pad, but you can get his shoulder up 90 and the shoulder pad will stay up. So this also, the shoulder pad is also on a ball. So you can raise this shoulder pad up, as you can see in the inside of there, that is on a ball right up in there. So that's looking pretty decent. Also double jointed elbows. See here, nice looking double joint elbows there. And you can rotate right there up in that ball. That ball does rotate, as you can see there. You got that ball there and you can rotate 360 right up in there. So no problem with articulation there. Now coming forward, since this shoulder pad is in the way, coming forward, you can't get that arm completely all the way up because of this shoulder pad, but still pretty decent. Now for the crunch, you can come back some, about that far. That's basically straight up right there, and then crunch down that far. Now that crunch could have been a little bit better, but if you see the movie, he's not in any sitting down poses or crunching or anything like that. This bot is completely stood up most of the time and causing havoc. So you're not getting much crunch, but what you are getting that waist turn. He can turn about right there, and then he can turn this way, this much there. So you're getting a good rotation, at least right up in that midsection. As far as for the legs, he can come straight up, and that's really, really far, right? And as far as back, because of this ball here, you're going to get a lot of poseability out of this guy because of the way they design these balls. The ball articulation here at the hip, so you're getting back this far up. I mean, you really get some good poseabilities. I would say be careful as into how, because you can hear, and it's almost scary because you can hear the plastic cracking and snapping because it is very, very tight. These balls on these ball joints, they're very tight. So be careful and move slowly. If it doesn't feel right as you're moving them, like you can hear it right there. So that means the plastic is rubbing quite a bit as you move and you rotate certain parts. So like you can see in the inside of that thigh right there, that's another ball that it's rotating on. You also get the double jointed knees. His ankles can forward and back, and you do get a slight bit of a rocker right here, which is really good for a Jaeger or bot. So I am digging that. You're not getting it's not as crucial as I would say as a Marvel Legends, but it is effective in what you want to do in trying to get in certain poses. So just a real quick pose on the fly, as I like to call it. It's not difficult or hard at all to get certain type of poses out of this Jaeger. It's fairly simple. It's fairly easy. It allows you to do what you want to do. It allows you to get real mobile with this guy, and that's what I enjoy the most here for what you can do with this type Jaeger right here. Pretty much a good looking bot. Now for his accessories, what we're getting and what they gave straight out of the packaging is 2 closed fist hands, right? And then we have 2 open palm hands, which are these here. And simple removal right there from that peg. And you go ahead and place it on there like so. You want to make sure that's securely fastened on there. I like to give mine a little wiggle and a little turn to make sure it's actually on there. So that's looking really decent there with this open fist. Let's do the other one here as well. And it's really simple and easy. Presto, changeo. Now you have his open hands right there on him. Also, these wrist guards, they do come off, and what we have here is his plasma chainsaw. Now, some people might want to call it a sword, but it's not. It's actually on the box as plasma chainsaw. So the plasma chainsaw is looking like this here. Translucent orange plastic. And as you can see here, you have a shape. And that shape also fits right there on his wrist, right under his guard. And you just snap that on like that. Also, the wrist guard. You also can place this on top to cover up the plasma chainsaw. So now that it's looking like this here. And both sides are also able to be equipped in that same fashion. This side here, and then wrist guard. You see, you have the shapes that you line up. Skinny side goes to the front, and what I mean by skinny side is this side right here. So you just line that up there, and now both his plasma chainsaws are equipped. Or do I have it on the wrong way? No, I think I do have it on the right way, just not seated. All right, so that's how Obsidian Fury is looking with both plasma chainsaws on. And I think it looks great. I think they did a great job. Bandai, kudos to you for a great job. Kind of wish we had a little bit more crunch, but there's things you can do to get around it. Also, the paint. For the price point, I guess the paint is okay. It's not the greatest. Like I would have preferred a little bit more metallic look instead of plastic look. But those are the breaks. Overall, this is a great figure, and I would highly recommend anybody picking this figure up that is a fan of great figures, or if you actually are a fan of the new Pacific Rim Uprising movie. But let's get into some size comparisons. Later on other reviews, I will compare them to other Jaegers, but right now we're going to compare them to other figures in general, so you can get a good understanding of how tall he is and such. All right, so Obsidian Fury is standing at about just a little bit over 7, so about 7¼ inches tall is the height of Obsidian Fury. And here he is standing next to Hela on the left with her antlers attached, and also Thor on the right. Now, Hela is a very tall Marvel Legend female character from Hasbro, and Thor also is not the shortest neither. But at the same time, Obsidian Fury is a bit taller than Hela and just edges out Thor. Now here he is to the left. We have Marvel Legends Prowler. Then to the right, we have 2099 Spider-Man. And he is head and shoulders above these two. Now here we are to the left. We have Batman from your DC Icons line, and to the far right we have also from DC Icons line Superman, and he's definitely head and shoulders above these as well. Okay, and lastly we have him next to a Build-A-Figure. To be exact, Gladiator Hulk from Marvel Legends is definitely towering over Obsidian Fury. So that is that. So that's going to be it for this review. I hope I made your decision very easy to purchase or not to purchase Obsidian Fury from the Bandai line. He is a very decent bot to me. For myself, I can only speak for myself. I had to purchase the whole line. Like I said, I'm a big fan of the first movie. The second one, not so much. But most importantly, I'm a big fan of these figures. So I hope everyone has a good one. Collect what you love what you collect. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with your hunts. And if you're patient enough, even an egg can and will grow legs. It's been your boy, Plastic Addict. Have a good one. Plastic Addict.